How's it going, guys? This is Joey from the Mudboard. I guess my call sign's NLX to see. Just want to give a quick review. I just got a new head unit here. I figured I'd go over a couple things and just gonna walk you guys through a couple of things that kind of made me decide to go with this particular head unit, even though I'm absolutely not an audiophile. So don't look for me for your stereo advice because I'm not the person to give it. I'm a regular person who just wanted to upgrade their stock radio and basically give a review from the other side of the fence, from somebody who's actually using it, and not from somebody who's looking for a stereo system that's going to blow their eardrums. I'm sure this could do that. I just don't care about that kind of stuff. I decided to go with Pioneer mainly because the reviews for Pioneer and their workmanship in the radio seem to be pretty high compared to everybody else. Besides that, Pioneer seems to be the stereo system of choice for Toyota and Lexus. So I figured for ease of use and compatibility, I figured Pioneer would probably be a good way to go. My particular model is the AVH-X3500BHS. And what that means to me and everybody else out there, I couldn't even tell you. It just happens to be the model that I went with. Kind of the reasons that I liked this particular radio, number one, is it had a touch screen. I just wanted a touch screen over anything else, mainly because I have an iPhone 5. My family has iPhones. We have iPads in the family, and a whole slurry of other iMac products or Mac products. Even though this doesn't have a Mac interface, it still has the touchscreen interface that I'm used to, plus it interacts with the Macs that we have at home, plus the iPhone. So I'll kind of go into a couple of those items right now. This is basically what you're looking at here is the touch face panel. Up here it does have a single CD slot, which we don't have very many CDs, but we actually didn't get it for that. We actually got it because it actually plays DVDs as well. This has a 6.1 inch touchscreen, and the other reason that we kind of liked it is all of the controls are right here, which you can see. So you have your volume up and down, your mute, your home screen, the mode that lets you select from either turning off the display or selecting other screens or other camera inputs, and then track next or track behind. So everything that you pretty much need is all right here for everyday usage. If for those long hauls where everything's just getting a little too bright for me, I can go ahead and turn display off. And as you can see, everything turns off. There's not a lot of light that's being exhibited, but now I'm limited to the functionality of just these buttons here, which is all I really need. All I need to do is I need to go, a little louder with the music, a little less with the music, and so on and so forth. I can go and turn that back on and have access to everything else that's here. So just a couple of things that I liked about it is if you go to the home screen, is this lets you see everything that is available right off the bat. It does come with HD radio, which I've never had HD radio before, but literally all it is an HD channel for the programs you already used to. Now I have a crappy antenna as it is, so I don't have a whole lot. Plus, I'm inside of my garage. But K-Rock, which you can typically get right now, this is coming in as analog. But if I happen to be somewhere where there's an HD connection, it actually comes up and it'll say HD and analog. I don't know. This could be cool for when I'm going outside of my particular FM area, so I can still get some of the HD signals. You can see it just came in right now. When the HD signal itself does come in, it is actually a whole lot clearer than it is on the analog side. No complaints from me on that, but I mean, there you can see it. Obviously, I can pre-tune up to 6 channels. I can bring this out, and actually, I can go actually beyond that as well. So I can get 6 up to, so I have 18 different channels that I have there. I can go back home. I can go ahead and listen to the disc. So the disc will play CDs. It'll play DVDs as well. When you're popping in a movie, I actually had this this part turned off. It actually doesn't let you play a DVD if you have that little protection in place. But I had the guys turn that off. You do have to connect through that each time. We happen to be watching Dave Chappelle's show, so for this, we can go ahead and hide that and watch the Chappelle show or any other DVD movie that you want to watch while you're going. Typically, while I'm driving, I'm just driving, but everybody else who's a passenger on can listen to everything that's going on or watch the movie that's playing. Fine, you can do whatever they want with it. I can pause forward, go to the next chapter, do whatever. I typically don't use that, but my son and my wife likes it a lot. Going to the iPod, it being iPod ready. So my wife likes her stupid M&M, so there's plenty of M&M that's inside here. This is reading off of the iPod. You can be pulled off from the iPod, iPhone, iPad. It doesn't really make a difference where it is. If I want to go ahead and change what I'm listening to, all I got to do is go to the drop down. Oh, let me go back into that. From this, not that other, sorry, go into the search. So I can go into playlists. I can go ahead and select any of the other music that I want to listen to instead of her stupid M&M. So I can go ahead and, I don't know, let's pick something. God, she's got a lot of crap in here, doesn't she? So let's pick something. So I'll pick editors. I'll go ahead and pick music. And there it is. So it does play cover art when you have the cover art. If you want more songs from that, in case it happens to be playing random music, if you go ahead and click that, it'll actually display more music from that. For the editors, I only have the one song, so it only displays the one song. Go ahead and close it out. So it'll keep playing this over and over and over again because there's only the one song. Or I can sit there and I can do shuffle, I can do repeat. All that is inside here. So for the iPad, I mean, it's a pretty good duplicate of what the iPad and the iPhone is as far as playing iTunes. Pretty happy with it. Nothing that I would recommend needs a change with it. The songs, I will say that the music that comes out of the iPad, or any of the iPhone products, is a lot louder and crisper than it is coming out from either XM or HD or regular radio. So I do tend to listen to songs on the coming out of the iPod more than anything else. This particular iPod player actually has this little connector that comes off of it. The connector does audio and video. The only problem is it doesn't work for both audio and video for the iPhone 5 or any of the Mac products that have the new pin connector. But that's not a problem, and I'll get to that in a minute. So if I go back home, you'll see the Sirius XM. So Sirius XM is where we were before. You can just cycle between there. You also have this little button here that lets you select from everything that you're looking at. The aux port could be anything. It could be. Sorry about that. I got to cut out. I went ahead to try and show you guys the Bluetooth audio. But unfortunately, I'm recording on the phone that would actually be doing the tour from. But when you click on Bluetooth audio, when you have your phone synced to Bluetooth, what happens is anything audio-wise that's connected to your phone actually gets transmitted to the head unit wirelessly, obviously through Bluetooth. So this particular head unit does have a mic built in. The mic is awesome. I have the mic wired up right up top, right where the visor or the sunroof controls are. But when you're going through Bluetooth audio, anything that has an audio output basically gets transferred from your phone. So the audio cuts off from your phone and goes right through the head unit. So what that means is, if I'm listening to music on my phone, it'll actually transfer to the head unit. So it'll play the music that my phone is actually playing. Now, at first I thought, well, that's cool, that's kind of neat. So I can, whatever music that I have on my phone, it'll automatically play in that. That's kind of neat. Okay, I get a phone call, and whatever it is I'm playing on, or whoever it is that's calling me, it shuts it off from the phone and automatically goes through the mic, and now I can hear everything through the speakers. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, people have been able to do that for years, but I never did that. I never had a stereo that did it. Okay, for me that's kind of neat, but that's something that people have been able to do for a long time now. But something that is neat that I haven't seen anybody else's radio be able to do is, not only will it play music wirelessly going through Bluetooth on it, but anything that does audio. So now, if I have an iBook that I'm listening to, it'll transmit it wirelessly through Bluetooth. I don't have to connect anything else up. The stereo unit just knows that I'm in the car, because now all of a sudden through Bluetooth it sees my phone. I can listen to audiobooks. I can listen to iTunes, but now any videos that I've recorded, it'll play the audio on those videos. But now, as I'm going through YouTube, it'll play the audio of any YouTube clip that I'm playing as well. So now, literally, anything that's going to be done via audio is automatically pumped in through the head unit. Okay, that is cool. That's something that I've never played with before. And now, I can have my kid in the back seat, or anybody else in the back seat, and if they want to control the audio, they can go ahead and control it right through my phone. They can go ahead and play YouTube clips so that everybody can listen to the YouTube clip. Generally, when we're listening to YouTube, it's usually like a music video or music that one of us wants to listen to. So it's really cool in that respect, because now anything that's on the net, we can go ahead and listen to. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be Vimeo, or it could be anything else. But we can literally listen to everything else that's going on. Okay, this thing's now getting even more bitchin'. What you'll notice is right here is Pandora's a little bit grayed out, and the reason why Pandora's grayed out is because we don't have it hooked up to directly to the phone now, or directly to the iPod. Now, if we happen to have an iPod Touch that we left in here, which we do have one, but it's not inside the car, we can actually play Pandora right through it. So we can actually have Pandora linked up, and then have it go right through and play the Pandora music that we're normally accustomed to listening to. Not a problem, because going through my phone, all I have to do is turn on Pandora, and it'll be pumped right through the stereo itself. Again, I'm recording off my own phone, so I can't exactly exhibit it for you, but trust me when I say it'll play the Pandora music as well. If I'm directly plugged into, like I said, the iTouch or the iPhone, then it'll go ahead and add Pandora there as an option. So now on this radio, HD radio, I can play a CD or a DVD. I can go into the iPod. I can play the videos from the iPod. I can play the audio from the iPod. I can connect to Pandora either directly through an iTouch or through my phone via Bluetooth. I can do Bluetooth audio, which basically just connects to my phone. So anything that I'm playing my phone, it'll go ahead and read. I don't have anything hooked up through the aux port, but you can hook anything else that you want up there. I don't have a camera hooked up, or else if I did have a camera hooked up, either a dash cam or a reverse cam, that would be up there as well. Sirius XM, obviously everybody knows what that is. rear view camera here, which I don't have, not a big deal. For audio, a couple cool things. Let me go ahead and get this to be a little bit louder so we can see here. I can go ahead and edit here, but what I can do is I can drag this. I can listen. What does my front right sound like? What does my rear right sound like? What does my left rear sound like? Right or left front, and balance that. Okay, kind of cool. But let's go back. All the EQ stuff, I can have it natural sounding, whatever I want. Half the other stuff in here I haven't even messed with too much. Picture adjustment is basically you can set your contrast, your brightness, all that. No big deal. It's everything else. Everybody has that right now. Let's go back home. Going back into system. A lot of these aren't set up because I don't have it set up within the phone itself. But if I go back, sorry, one more time, I can go into theme. I can go into a red theme, so you can see here that the colors and everything else would change with the red, yellow, green, blue, white. That's fine, but what we have on our vehicles, or on the Land Cruisers rather, is a pale green. Well, it's an incandescent green, not an LED green. So the problem with green is that is extremely green. Well, I can go in here and I can fine tune the green. I can go to mint green and whatnot. The problem is it still just doesn't match the green that's on the vehicle. So what I find is any color that I pick is still going to be distracting, and blue just looks a little too blingy. So what I actually do is I actually just keep it to white, and eventually what I'll do is I'll change LEDs to throughout the vehicle. So I'll go ahead and keep that the way it is. I can go back to the background image. I can go and change the background image as I want. They have a little video playing here. But I can also take that one step further, because I can also upload my own image. So I'm actually thinking about uploading either a tech logo or a Lexus logo, and have it in there. I can just turn it off altogether. So I have those options as well. I mean, I don't like having stupid images moving, so I'm just going to pick something that's not quite as annoying. On the screen itself, I can change the color of the screen to just be more of a white, just so it's just not quite as obnoxious as it could be. So from here, I can also, you can see here's my iPhone. I can go ahead and dial it out as I want to dial it out. I can answer the phone. I can go into all of my numbers inside here. It's kind of slow to load, but you can see all the names that I have inside there. I can turn it off, turn it on. I mean, there's any number of things that I can do inside this. So all in all, I have to say I'm really, 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 really happy with this particular setup. And anything I can do to ask about questions about this particular radio, I'm happy to do it. But again, don't look for me to be the stereo nut. This is just one person's review of something that I thought was pretty cool, that other people can probably glean some information from.